Hey everyone, Dr. Lloyd Stegemann from the Better Way Center in Corpus Christi, Texas. So, have you ever thought, is it possible for me to regain weight after my bariatric operation? Well, I want to discuss that with you today and talk about some ways that we can prevent that. So, if we look long term, how many patients after bariatric surgery regain a significant amount of their weight? Well, it really depends on the procedure that you have. Our best data today says for gastric sleeve patients, around 70% of patients will still be maintaining at least 25% of their body weight loss at the 7-year mark. For gastric bypass, that's about 85% of patients will be keeping at least 25% of their body weight off at the 20-year mark. And for the duodenal switch, that approaches almost 90% of people keeping their weight off at that 15-year mark. So all of the operations certainly are durable for weight loss. But if 70% of sleeve patients keep it off, that means 30% don't. And the same was true with bypass and with duodenal switch. And I always hear people say, oh, I don't know why they do that. They all regain their weight. They certainly don't all regain their weight, but people can regain their weight after their bariatric operation. Well, how does that occur? Does the pouch get huge? The sleeve get huge? What happens that people regain their weight? We need to remember back to a video we did quite a little bit ago, looking at why people gain significant amounts of weight. Again, 60 to 70% of weight is genetics, meaning that you have the ability to gain significant amounts of weight. But again, if you look at most babies that are born, they are born normal weight. They simply have the genetic capacity when put into the wrong environment to express those genes, and that individual can gain weight faster than others. This is still true after bariatric surgery. And so if our patients don't adapt to the significant lifestyle changes that are needed after bariatric surgery, they still have the same genetics and their weight can start to go up. We focus on 5 prime areas after bariatric surgery, looking at what patients eat and drink, their activity patterns, how well they manage sleep, how well they manage stress, and getting them to avoid weight-gaining medications. It is how well patients adapt in all 5 of those areas that determines their long-term success. If they work hard in those areas and continue to work hard in those areas, they are going to keep the weight off forever. If they don't, if they go back to old habits, because they have the same genetics, we can see that weight start to go back up. And much like it was before their operation, as the weight goes up, that set point starts to go up as well. As that set point goes up, it is very difficult for those patients to lose a significant amount of weight, just like it was before surgery. This is why follow-up is so important after your operation. Checking in with your bariatric program, following the recommendations, following up long-term will help you keep off the weight. The follow-up schedule is different for each program, but in general, you're going to be seen usually 2 weeks after surgery and then 6 weeks, oftentimes 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and then every 6 months after that. But again, it's highly variable per program. What I would tell you though is that follow-up is critical. Attending support group, critical, especially in that early phase afterwards as you're working through all of the changes that need to occur in order for you to keep the weight off long term. We call year 1 the honeymoon year because pretty much no matter what you do, you're going to lose weight. You just can't help it. The neurochemical hormonal changes that are created through the surgery get that weight to reset. The question is, will you keep it off? That is about follow-up. That's about creating a healthier lifestyle. And working hard in that first year after surgery will help you maintain the weight loss long term. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button, come back and see lots of other great information that's presented on this channel. Have a great day.